Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hoosiers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buffaloes offense will go on the attack first. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt, and I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates, they're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense has the ball for the first time. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Hoosiers have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. To the ground with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Dave.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. They put on the heat, and they blocked it. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll go to the ground. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback making checks. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, a number of guys they lost, among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. looking to the big tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Still running at the 40. He's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Hoosiers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Makes the grab. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The sure hands, it's Washington. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Sprinting away! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado! Setting up for the extra point and the top.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Toss to the left. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Might as well stick with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bucks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out in the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Working that left side now. At the 40, there he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's thrown. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Working on the right. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up. Down at the 34-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Thorne. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Snagged in the middle. It's Thorne. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Buffaloes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off play action on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays.
Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and more. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Works the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Here's the pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. New set of downs after the completion.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Hutchinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
Oh, they're after him. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't.
Turning it on. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll go with the quick touch pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. It's on target and complete. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. The give to the back. There he goes. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it...
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
What a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The extra point here would tie the game.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Off play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a big man has it. It's a first down and more. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
There's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.